It's the magic of the FA Cup, and we've got a tough one. It's the old enemy, Manchester United. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Lufc Fm22. A big thank you for joining me on another episode, Leeds United, Pride of Yorkshire. If you were with us yesterday, you would have seen us get safely through to the next round of the Champions League. That draw has been made. Let's show you who we have got. If we tap on the schedule tab, you can see we have been drawn against AS Monaco. That game, the first leg of that game of the quarter-final, will be played on Tuesday the 6th of April. But in today's episode, we are focusing on our bitter rivals, Manchester United, as we take them on the FA Cup quarter-final. With nothing happening in between episodes, we're not going to waste any time. Let's jump in and show you the starting 11 against Manchester United. Here we go then. This is going to be the lineup that is going to go out and face Manchester United in the quarter-finals of the FA Cup. We have got Meslier in goal. Garcia comes in at left back. Firpo needs a little bit of a rest. Not sure he would have got the 90 minutes, so we are just going to rest him completely. Zubaldia and Canate are playing with Singo to complete the back four. Phillips and Bentancur the holding two. Rafinha, Burakinse and De Ketelaere are the attacking three options, with Dusan Vlahovic, the main man, up top. In the past, we have struggled against Manchester United. This season, we are holding our own. Let's see if we can continue to do that in the quarter-finals of the FA Cup. This is it then, the quarter-finals of the FA Cup. The players are out on the pitch and the game is off and running. So we have a big advantage over them in the league. Hopefully today we can do a number on our old enemy in this quarter-final. But they are on the attack straight away. Mason Greenwood, he who shall not be named, unfortunately can't remove him from the game as much as we would like to. He's involved. Pedro Porro, Marcus Rashford, 1-0 Manchester United, 7 minutes on the clock. That is not impressive at all. Yeah, not too sure how this comes about. Just nobody closing down Pedro Porro. He's on the right-hand side. Swings the ball in. Rashford ghosts in inside of his man. Taps the ball into the empty net. We are 1-0 down early on. And maybe this trip to Old Trafford is a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be. Manchester United on the attack again. 12 minutes on the clock. Kamara to De Jong. Musiala. Fernandez. Ball all the way out to Ruggeri. And he who shall not be named headed the ball over the top of the crossbar. Yeah, I feel that strongly about what he did, that I don't think he deserves a place really in this game or any game, or even to have his name mentioned in public. Yeah, so we will be avoiding that if he's involved, which no doubt he will be, as Manchester United are on the attack. Pedro Porro to De Jong. Musiala, we are struggling to get out of our own half, it seems, as they are knocking the ball around with ease. And again, slowing the play down. Kamara involved. Divive at the back. Musiala. He's going to turn his man. Plays it into Kylian Mbappe, who's always a great option to just have lying around up front. And Meslier turns the ball over for a corner kick. I mean, the mad thing about this is Mbappe's never going to go to Manchester United in a million years, is he? Let's face it. The current state of that club, there's only a couple of clubs in the world that can afford him, and Real Madrid will be the one that he'll want to go to every single time. And what did I tell you? Playing Manchester United, he's on the pitch. 2-0. Unfortunately, we're going to skip that. We do not want to see that again. And again, we seem to be struggling. Hopefully now we're going to start to build something. Again, I said it seems like we have to warm ourselves into some of these games, as we are now trying to build out from the back. To Ketelaere, to Bentancur, to Canate. Ball back to Zubaldia. Out to Garcia. So finally some good work. Burakinse plays it through to De Ketelaere, and Charles De Ketelaere gets us on the board. Or does he? Let's have a look. We've had so many good VAR decisions, but you want to go against us, aren't we? But not this one. This is going to stand. Brilliant team goal. Everybody working well together. Build-up play was great. Burak Ince with the killer pass. In fairness, he's on by miles. I don't even know why we needed to look at that. De Ketelaere smashes it home. Not been at his sparkling best all season this year, De Ketelaere, but when he's given chances, he does pop up with the goods just like that. Kylian Mbappe is a cheat code on this game, isn't he? That pace is just ridiculous. Even though he's like obviously got the pace that he has, I feel like there's an Mbappe pace and then there's other players' pace, because he just seems to be able to turn the afterburners on and goes like crazy. And Pedro Porro is doing damage to us again. He's crossed it in. Moise Kean is up front for Manchester United these days. Just when we were getting back into the game, it's Moise Kean this time that does us at the back post. Another disappointing piece of defending, really. You can see him there, number 14. He's just facing up. And he's isolated against Singo at the back post. What can you do with that? Not a lot at all. It's a 3-1. We're going to come off the pitch. And looking at the stats, it looks like it's probably a fair assessment of the game. We're just not at the races, really. Struggling to get out of our own half. And yeah, balls to Vlahovic don't seem to be doing anything because he's not really been involved in the game. The one bright spark come from De Ketelaere. And Burak Ince swinging across in. Kanate can't get on that at the front post. Let's see if Ince can get it back into the box. Phillips to Ince. Place to Garcia, who tries it up the line for Rafinha. Are we going to get caught on the counter? No, we're going to get Garcia sent off instead. Why is it always against Manchester United we have these kinds of games? This season we have destroyed the league. We are imperious in the Champions League, as you saw yesterday. But for some reason, the kryptonite always comes when we play against this lot. Just do not get it at all. So I am going to sacrifice Rafinha. I'm going to try and save him for another day. No, drop back into wing back. Thank you. And don't even have a left back on the bench. Can we drop anybody else in there? Yeah, I'm going to put Singo across, and then I'm going to bring Wisdom Ame on because he can play as a right back. So I think that's the best thing we can do. Don't think we're going to get anything out of this game from here on in, and it looks like it's going to be a struggle. Maybe I should even drop out of the positive formation and try to just take the 3-1 out and move on. Manchester United aren't going to let us off that easy. Pedro Porro swings it in. He's involved again. What's going on here? Smart block by Singo, by Fernandez. But there's a penalty been awarded. It says Singo tripped Mbappe. Don't know how that's been picked out in the penalty area, but it has been. And Fernandez obviously takes penalties and takes them well. 14th goal of the season, and we are in big trouble. It's been one of them where we've been on the crest of a wave for such a long time. There was always going to be a game where we were not going to perform. Fortunately for us, it's this game in particular. You win some, you lose some, and then you just give some away. The young lad Garcia getting himself sent off was obviously the changing point in the game, and it's even worse. This is memories of a couple of seasons ago where we lost to these 5-1 in another game. Nothing we can do here. Well, I'll tell you what I can do. Firstly, I'm going to be bitter. I'm not even going to watch that goal. I'm going to make a substitution. We're going to get some of the first teamers off. I'm going to bring Harvey Elliott on in place of Burak Ince. Got nobody to come on in place of Calvin Phillips. But I don't want to play. Yeah, in fact, I'm going to bring Rafa Varane on. No, I'm not, because he's not 100%. I'm going to bring Matthias Scaglion in place of Vlahovic, just to protect two players for the Champions League. Obviously, we've got Monaco in the first leg coming up. I'd rather just get to the end of this one, not get any injuries to any of those players, and hopefully pick back up with the winning, because this has been by far the worst performance of Season 6. And it's still not over yet. Fernandez is in again. Melier gets down, he's turned the ball around. The only thing I'm hoping now is we've got 8 games left in the Premier League and such a big point advantage. I'm hoping it doesn't knock the stuffing out of us and we start to have these silly kinds of games week in, week out, because that would just be disappointing. We're still being put under pressure as Pedro Porro, they're going for the throat. Nothing comes of that one. A corner kick, Bruno Fernandes cleared away. He's on the ball, plays it to Fernandes. He's in again, he's at the crossbar. Luckily for us, there was an offside anyway, which is a strange call when somebody's picked the ball up, hit the shot, then it comes up with the offside. But hey ho, we're going to look to get out of our own half, which hasn't happened too often in this game so far. Zubaldia on the ball was going to just lump this, aren't we? There's the ball over the top. Scally knocks it on. There's nobody anywhere near him. It's just giving them the ball back. Ruggieri to Fernandes. It's in. Moise Keane. Melier is standing up tall this time. Well, bent down, picked the ball up, but doesn't give away where he's going to go. Moise Keane can't get the finish. Are we going to have a little flurry at the end? Bentancur, Phillips to Zubaldia. Singo tries the ball to Scally. It's cut out. Can't even get some passing going. Nothing going in the final third. Bruno Fernandes on the ball to De Jong. Smashed it over the top. Pedro Porro. Cross comes in. Please boot it away. Singo does. Straight to De Jong. Straight to Fernandes. Salamakers. Pedro Porro. Fernandes is in. Melier with the save. This game could have been any number that they wanted, really. I mean, luckily for us, Liverpool was smashing Manchester City as well in the bottom left-hand corner. So, joint worst result of the day so far. This could get worse yet. 88 minutes on the clock. Played to Kamara, to Hannibal. Ball out to Pedro Porro. Luckily for us, that just ends there. And there's 3 minutes left. Scally jumping in. Still time for another sending off or another dreaded goal. Hannibal, Kamara, De Jong. Manchester United just taking the mickey, and just as I said, it's time for another red card. Shouldn't say these things. Ask and you shall receive, as they say. Singo, both fullbacks, both actually left backs, have been sent off, so they've been given an absolute torrid time for the last kicks off the game and drag everybody as far back as we can just for a laugh. To Catalan in there. Scally even can be dropped back a bit. Knowing that the game is over, they're going to have a free kick. We're going to be as compact as we can at the back. Nobody ahead of the ball, hopefully. What happened? Oh, so Konate's kicked the ball out. Oh, and look who needs some treatment. Couldn't happen to a nicer in-game person. But really, why are we watching this? 95 minutes, it's over. We're not even going to dwell on this one. Poor performance, 7 shots, 2 on target. It's dreadful. Couldn't get out of our own half. It's the first time this season I feel that we have been taught a footballing lesson. And the mad thing about it is, when you go to the Club Vision page, there's always one thing that involves this club that they are disappointed about. So we might as well give them that one for the season and move on. So I look at the schedule. We are going to be playing against AS Monaco in tomorrow's episode as we come back for the Champions League quarter-final. Do play Newcastle in between, so we'll fill you in on that one as well. But come back tomorrow where hopefully we're going to get back to winning ways. Remember when a couple of episodes ago I asked people to raise their hands if they were sick of Manchester United? I'm still sick of Manchester United. We just have not got any kind of the rub of the green against them at all. 2 players sent off in this one, 5 goals conceded. Absolute dreadful L. We take it, we move on. We need to get back to winning ways in the next game. So if you're at this point of the video, you're still watching, and maybe you're laughing at the fact that we got smashed 5-1 and had 2 red cards, please, as you're laughing, hit the subscribe and like button to help the channel out. I appreciate every single person takes their time to do that. I've had so much fun making content in the first year of YouTube. Look forward to bringing even more in year 2. But For this one, I'm going to wrap it there. Come back tomorrow when we play against AS Monaco as we look to get back to winning ways in the Champions League quarter final.